At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Dick. Okie dokie kids, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin with news of the 2x4 being as strong as ever.
This 2x4 right here was at the base, and you can see how flimsy it is, and this is the amount of damage they caused in just a few months. So if you have Formosan termites, this is no joke, and most insurance companies will not cover Formosan termites or termite damage. This is outside of your policy, so it might be something to check up on.
Over the weekend, they had rumblings of talks that, certain political parties within the 2x4 are busy talking to other political parties.
What a lot of people say is if you haven't had termites, it's just a matter of when. So there you go. That's just some kind of set your mind frame about termites.
Believe it or not, people, it's a normal thing. It happens all the time. So I don't need you to worry. I don't need you to be scared. This is part of the political process. You decided to put 6 parties in there. You have 50 members of parliament that only think about themselves. And of course, 8 or more of them are putting their heads together to make a executive branch, a council of ministers. Promises will be made. And when promises are not kept, they will be calling other people the whole time. It's like one of those relationships whereby no matter what, even if you're happy, you're still going to look for, a little bit of fun. But if you get me upset, then definitely I'm going over to someone else to make me happy. That's basically what we got now. Some of the parties were promised certain things. The fundamentals are completely, or I should say the ideologies are completely different. I'll give you an example, for example. The Democratic Party, the PFP and the USM are pro-Dutch. The Now Party is anti-Dutch. They don't like them very much. And it's very clear. Chris always been a fan of Saint Martin, one Saint Martin. Let's go independent. F the judge. Go take your cheese somewhere else. When it comes to these parties, and that's why I was surprised when I heard this whole 2x4 coalition business, is because fundamentally, how would they be able to see eye to eye? So Chris would be in a meeting and say, for example, we should go and have our own development bank. We should succeed from the central bank. Yes, it's something he says all the time. We should leave the central bank to Curacao. Curacao, you take your stuff, I take my stuff, go fly a kite. Now, how do you tell a Curacao prime minister this? I'm sorry. A Curacao born native in St. Martin who's prime minister. Yeah, I want to leave from Curacao. And then you also have the situation whereby, Auntie Sarah, she got the wilderness on speed dial. So that's as pro-Dutch you could be. And then, of course, Oranje Labovo. And that's, of course, my good friends of the PFP, Melissa Gomes. Hello. Nederland is alles for her. And, of course, Ludmila de Weaver. I don't know. It depends on what side of the bed Ludi wake on. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I don't know. Because Ludi been drastic these days. Like, she's rough to the point and mad at the world. Did anybody tell her that she get a lot of votes? Like somebody tell her to calm down. We didn't even have a council of ministers yet, and she just there aggressive and abrasive and just like, mad at everybody and everything. I miss the yoga Ludi, like where she is. I ain't seen her. I don't know. Like I think in her acceptance speech in Parliament, she was like, "Do I your walk? Do I your walk?" That's all I gotta say. If we could just stop thieving for 1 year. Say Martin. Oh boy. Anyway, let me leave Ludi alone. What else we have? So basically, the tug of war, the little fights are happening, will always happen because you have a fragile eight persons that are supporting this incoming government. Whenever somebody don't get what they want, all they have to do is say, I think I getting corona, COVID. I think I'm getting COVID. I think I need to take a lockdown, quarantine. I won't be able to support you for the next 14 days. Think about what you have done. Basically. Or, I got an emergency. I got to go. All those things you have to keep into account, my people. That's why 8 is always like, it's a majority. Don't get me wrong. But is it? They have to go work every single time. So that is your update. I know you was expecting big news. It can change any minute because these people, these wonderful people can 1 minute say everything is great, everything is fine, they can hold hands, they can sing kumbaya, and then in the early mornings on a piece of toilet paper, you see a whole different coalition going like, Você Martin, we only do it for you. We put our differences aside and they see Up National Alliance now or Up National Alliance, USM, Up National Alliance, DP, Up National Alliance. You notice I doing a trend? Yes, because Up National Alliance holding a block. It's like if you don't take me, you don't have to take the other one either. If you take me, you have to take the other one. Okay? We are a package. It's the Up and the National Alliance. They should just call it the Rainbow Coalition. Maybe Melissa can join too. But then again, they say three's a crowd. Okay, so basically, the National Alliance and the Up are holding together. They holding one head. This is gold, though. I mean, they're holding one head. Anyway, I just noticed it after I say it. Oh, anyway, so no matter what, you won't be able to infiltrate them. And the thing is, they can't go on them by themselves. You understand? I doubt the Up and the National Alliance want to get themselves into a coalition whereby they're on a fragile eight because somebody is upset, they leave, and so on. Because based on their experience, they always make sure they get their backups. So let us see what's going to happen in the coming days. Dr. Luke Messalina, the formateur, has until 3rd of March to give in his report. Otherwise, that the screening of all the candidates have begun officially. The documents were given in, and we'll see who's going to get a positive, who's going to get a negative. But at the same time, there are some people who are questioning the legality of the screening and why does it matter that much. So, yeah. In some other news, the former Prime Minister, former Member of Parliament William Marlin, wants to rename the Princess Juliana International Airport. Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on. Take it easy. Now, the reason why he's saying this is because he feels that we need to get away from these slavery names that they give us. Mind you, it's not a slavery name, it's just a name of, the monarchs of our colonizers. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, because I don't think we want to be reminded that we're, colonized, but we are still. They still own us. God damn. We're a piece of property. How you feel? And they call us a country within a country. I'm not going to get in a debate with you right now about, St. Martin and its situationship. But I must say, think about it though. When you really think about it, because we oh yeah, man, we're a Dutch colony, but we get so used to saying we're a Dutch colony, you don't go shit, it's 2024 and we still owned by somebody. What the hell is this? And that's actually what dawned on me just now, no? Because I was just okay, so the reason why we want to move Princess Juliana International Airport is because, we want to be more, have a St. Martin identity, so we give it a local name, but Princess Juliana is actually, a monarch that owns the island. Well, half. Wait, we're a piece of cattle. That's what my thought process went to. I was like, jeez, what? Okay. And trust me, I know, I come from Suriname. We were colonized and we left. And we're still there. So maybe it's not that bad. So, Mr. Marlin wants us to know more about, and wants to appreciate our culture a little bit more by getting rid of these Dutch names. Of course, St. Martin, I don't need to give you a actual history lesson on who St. Martin was, because otherwise we would actually have to change the name too of St. Martin, right? I don't know. St. Martin isn't like a priest or something? Yeah. A saint. I don't know. Otherwise than that, think about it. The Vance James International Airport. The Edgar Lynch International Airport. The Theodore Heiliger International Airport. We make sure you get your money's worth. I had to do it. Anyway, the William Marlin International Airport had a nice ring to it. I like it. If you really want to stick it to the Dutch, who's really anti-Dutch? Who's really anti? I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Pete, give me some airport noise. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome to the Christopher Emmanuel International Airport, where we make sure we don't put up with your shit. Thanks for coming to St. Martin, and it's St. Martin, one word. We're not owned by anybody. If you're Dutch, haul your ass! Yeah, if you really want to stick it to the Dutch, call it the Christopher Emmanuel International Airport. But all jokes aside, a pretty interesting concept because you get to know people. You get to know the history of St. Martin, and you get to know people who have influenced the building of St. Martin. You can also even call it the Eugene Holiday International Airport. It's not a bad idea because he built it from scratch, literally. He built it into an international airport. And I can go on and on. We could go back to before Eugene Holiday, who was the first director at the airport. Like, you ever thought about, for example, the roundabouts? The Kruithof roundabout. Who's Kruithof? Is it the Dutch person? No, apparently it's a guy from Colby who used to just go in the middle of the road in the mornings, have a flute, and just be directing traffic and allowing kids to cross the road and all kind of thing, like on his own, just so, for no reason. He just did it on his own, like. And I didn't know that piece of history until I called the former MP William Mallon, and I started to cuss him about wanting to change the princess name to somebody else's, and then he explained me some of the names of around that we so say so loosely, but we don't know the history of the person. So then, 3 hours later in the conversation, because you know when William started to talk, that's it. I get to, my head wanted to explode about the information I got. I want to tell you all about it now. Because but the Leonard Connell School, for example, Leonard Connell was the principal there, and he was there, and he used to live on the property. Like, I was like, what, wait, what? I was like, whoa, okay. So you get to learn a little bit more about the names that we say so loosely, but you get to at least know the history. So maybe it's something we should consider. I think we should have an open mind. We felt the same way about Phillipsburg. We know Phillipsburg was, of course, a slave master here in St. Martin back in the day. Slave master, you had slaves, all kind of thing. And now we used to be saying Phillipsburg, welcome. You know, but you don't know what you're saying. You know, what are you saying? The words that you're saying. So if we want to change Phillipsburg into Great Bay, a discussion that we had in Parliament, and then of course it went dead because it was election time, and now they're just going to pull it to the side and never revisit it again. But they want to change Phillipsburg into Great Bay. Let's see what we could do with some of the side roads. Let me say, and we start slow. We start slow, until we go to the main roads, because we have some L.B. Scott, you know, that's a road. We have Pond because a woman was big like a pond. No, I'm thinking about a adult movie. Sorry, that's wrong. That's wrong. Oh yeah, the pond was there. That's why they call it Pondville, because they filled it. Oh, Walter Nisbet, right? I need to study some more. Pay attention in school. Okay. Anyway, think about it. Reflect. Just don't knock it because you're used to saying something. Sometimes change is good. Welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. Let's begin.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm fine. Just calling to say hi.
Oh, okay. We got over here.
Girl, I hear watching this movie and it.
But, Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now. Let me call you back, Mom. Hey, Tash, you hear about Telem new postpaid plans?
Time for the flashback. Let's go.
Flashback.
First, I'd like to thank my good friend Miss Audrey Jack St. Luce for her 16th anniversary shirts that she has on sale right now. Make sure you support the local TV producers always. I always like to support mine. Nice, right? You like it? Yeah. Anyway, let me begin with what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin. Of course, Savage Chris decided to break his silence with an OG, the original gangster, the one, the only Oral Gibbs. He was on Oral Gibbs live this weekend on Hot 99.9 FM. And it was an interview that you have to watch for yourself. First, I'd like to thank the OG for allowing me to steal some of his footage. Thank you so much. It was a very good interview because we get to hear the insight of the search that took place at Member of Parliament, leader of the Now Party, Christophe Emmanuel's home last week. Of course, it was the talk of the town last week, and at least now you get to hear from the MP himself the experience, besides the long-ass press release that he sent out last week. He gave some more details as to the search that took place. So let me not bore you any longer. Let me get into it right away. Take a look.
You know, and it's like the second go around again for the same thing. And I'm questioning how is that possible? And I was told, oh yeah, that was relating to land. And now this is relating to tenders and permits. And I'm like, but I never give out tenders and those sort of things. But I leave that in the hands of the justice and the ones who's the professionals, the lawyers, to deal with it. But I see it as a much more bigger picture, or I see it as something more sinister than just what they are claiming it to be. You know, it's the same pattern, what happened the last time, a couple of months before an election. Same thing here again. And I am to the opinion that I'm going to stick on it, that again, you know, it is being that they are trying to, you know, influence the outcome of an election that is to come. And I say that in itself is not democratic. It is wrong, and we need to take a stand towards it. But I'm looking at it very, very keenly.
This time it's different though, because you're now a leader of a political party.
Yeah. This time it is even more, like I said, and you know the funny thing with this one that goes around is that I'm not arrested. The last time I was arrested, not only arrested, but I was put into prison up in Point Blanche. Yeah. Yes, I was put in prison up in Point Blanche the first time. The first time, you know, documents was removed and all sort of things were removed the first time. This time, there was nothing. The same 2 phones you went with is what you went with the first time. 1 folder, and that was it. So it tells me something, that this is a witch hunt. And a witch hunt to the worst that it can be, because children were involved. And the manner in which they were involved is what really, really have me disturbed, Oral. I'm saying that you had a prosecutor that was present. You had a judge of instruction, I believe, that was present. And they stood there and saw an 11 or 12-year-old going to school First day of FBE exams. Being roughed up and searched, his bag being ruffled through, crying, surrounded by individuals, and they did nothing.
Were there
and they said nothing.
armed police officers there too?
Armed police officers with guns visible, shackles visible, everything visible.
What time was this in the morning?
We're talking about 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning.
That early?
That early. That's what we're talking about.
So how is he doing now? That's traumatic.
He is still, I tried to talk with him. I tried to speak and ask. But boys will be boys, but he's still disturbed and traumatized by it. He was crying.
It was his first day for the test.
First day for the test. So, I asked him, how did that go? He said, well, I just had to try to put everything behind me and do my best. So whatever comes out, comes out. And I think he's going to do extremely well. And then his sister, too, who's the 15-year-old with all her assignments and everything, was roughed up. They grab her wrist. They risk her wrist. Or she's on anti-inflammatory pills. Yeah. She has to take for the swollen wrist.
Wow.
Yeah, grab her wrist. Risk it and say, give me your phone.
A 15-year-old.
A 15-year-old. That has nothing, Oral. Absolutely nothing to do with the situation. But that's not the disturbing part for me. What is troubling for me, Oral, is that the adults in authority, which is the judge of instruction and the prosecutor, stood there and said absolutely nothing. And then when the mom came and asked, but why? Why did you all do this to my child? Why you did this? The judge goes and says, oh yeah, we saw Emmanuel give him a phone. Absolutely not true. It is a blatant lie. We have it on camera. We have footage of it, and we intend to release that footage. But I'm saying to myself, if the acting judge of instruction or whoever he is can blatantly tell a lie to that, then this whole thing and this whole process speaks volumes.
MP, when they arrive at your house, right? What did they say?
You want me to give you the whole
warrant?
I can give you the whole script. So here I am. The morning I woke up, and I was going to scrape out the rice out of the pot to do some dishes and throw it out for the chickens early in the morning. So the chickens, come off the tree, they can go and eat. You know how we are in the Caribbean here in St. Martin. When I opened the door, bunch of white people. All white people. No locals, nobody in resemblance. The St. Martin police force, two of them stayed in their car.
You thought you were dreaming?
I was like, what is going on here? So I watched, I shook my head, I smiled, and I closed back in my door and I lock it.
Uh-huh.
I closed back in my door and I lock it, and they came knocking on the door, and I told them, they said, oh yeah, we have a warrant. I said, well, then you'll have to break down this door because no one is coming in until my lawyer reaches here. And my little nephew, my little cousin came up and said, but I have to go to school, and today's FBE. That's how they got inside. So I opened the door, and they held him up in his school uniform, with his bag, with everything, and then they presented this warrant. And I told him, I said, I will say nothing to you. I have nothing to say until my lawyer is present. And not even that they wanted me to do. Not even that. They didn't want me to call my lawyer. They just wanted me to open the door. One time I told them, no, I'm not going to do it. But I have taken a stance, and I told many people that this time around I won't be going anywhere with anyone because I did nothing wrong. And I stand on that. I stand bold on it, and I'm going to maintain that position until.
So they came to search your house.
Yeah.
Roughed up family members, youngsters.
Yeah.
And then they left?
Then they left.
And they took what, just phones?
The same two phones that they went with the first time is the same two phones they went with the second time. And a laptop that is just a job laptop, a couple of receipt books, and that was it. Nothing. That was it.
MP, when people hear this, because it's happening so often now, people are questioning what's really happening?
I myself is questioning what really happened. But as a legislator, I am now to the point something needs to be done about it. Look, listen, Oral, I'm trying to mince my words and say them in a mature and responsible manner. As a leader in this country, people listen to the things that you say. And I remember saying to the judge that, listen, I said, I don't trust you guys because you fabricate, you plant things, and you incite sort of things. Oh, he said, you're insulting me. I said, you are insulting me. I said, because you're in a country that is predominantly 99% black. And you think it's wise and okay that 12 white people should be coming in one's house to search for things. I say what that does is reignite. It brings back the apartheid era. It brings back feelings of racism. And it is only being that way because you have the authority to do it. In the Netherlands, you have to go to the Supreme Court to get permission to do that. But you have to justify your 30 million euros every year that you get to spend in the Caribbean to say that you're doing work. And that's what you're doing. So you come and you ransack people's lives, damage their credibility and their character, assassinate their personality. But it didn't work this time because you tried it the first time and now you tried it again the second time. For what? Because of Emmanuel's position? For what?
If you want more, you have to go to Oral Gibbs Live on Facebook. The link is going to be available on the description of the video, so make sure you check it out. And you can watch the entire full hour of this interview. All right, so that's World Star Studios, Oral Gibbs Live on 99.9 FM. Hot 99.9, that's the new slogan for that. All right, what else is happening? Pretty quiet. Supposed to be a parliamentary week, so we might see some meetings. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. But you know, members of parliament are gearing up towards the election season, so not much is happening. Oh, of course, the ambulance department is pissed off with the current Minister of BSR, Omar Otley, the Minister of Everything, because apparently he forgot them for Nurses Week. He forgot that they have nurses working at the ambulance department and didn't even say hello, didn't congratulate them, they didn't tell them nothing at all. They're vexed. So if I was Minister of Everything, I would have make sure, listen, go down and shake some hands and kiss some babies and deal with these ambulance workers because they work hard. They work hard. It's the election season, Minister. You can't afford to be missing people. You got to take care of your whole ministry, Minister. Anyway.
No, te...
Oh! Oh! 1, 2, 3. Surprise!
God!
That is new Range Rover.
Yeah.
chico malo. Solo quiere ser él mismo.
Perdoe-me aí agora. Alô?
De bola do Piquinho para a corrida no meio da Vadeir em cima do Idemar, pode mandar o charuto daí, olho no lance. Minha Nossa Senhora!
Vai, velho, folgou, velho, folgou, velho. Folgou, velho, folgou, velho.
हमारे घर पे हे प्रभु हे हरि राम कृष्ण जगन्नाथ प्रेमानंद ये क्या हुआ हे प्रभु हे हरि राम कृष्ण जगन्नाथ प्रेमानंद ये क्या हुआ तालाब में पानी आ गया गामछा भी खुल गया मेरा लेंटी ये देखिए
Imagínate que luego...
प्रभु हे हरि राम कृष्ण जगन्नाथ प्रेमानंद ये क्या हुआ Mira aquí enseñando cómo trabaja la banda. Mira. ¡Ay, cabrón!
Pas un qui m'appelle. Ouais. Ouais, minute. Ouais, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Biar cepet itu pakai drill, jangan pakai hadiah itu lama no. Pakai drillnya itu dipakai. Iya, itu dicolokin dulu listriknya. Nah, pakai biar cepet.
Oh. Hey, con chào con ơi sao?
Aló. Hola, Carlos.
You're stuck.
Willen we even naar beneden?
Bola de lado. El gusano. Es mentira.
हे प्रभु हे हरि राम कृष्ण जगन्नाथ हे प्रभु हे हरि राम कृष्ण जगन्नाथ प्रेमानंद ये क्या हुआ
Aló.
Hey, Chacaron. Carnival time again. They say we have to work triple overtime now. Well, tell them I'm not working for Juve morning, eh? What you say? Come here, molest my brains, corrupt my system, swap. Freeze. Bend down, touch your toes, freeze. Let's go in. Bend over, touch your ground, freeze. Yes, swap. Keep still, don't move in, freeze. Spread your wings. Come here, let me search you, search you, search you. Hands up, search you, search you, search you. Now to the left, search you, search you, search you. Now to the right, search you, search you, search you. I know. Carnaval, atrove, hey swap. Distress, atrove, hey Chacaron. I quit it, atrove, I know swap. Giving, atrove. It's back another again. On this little island. Noise every day. It's swap. No silence. People going crazy. Jamming like they stallions. No clothes on. Looking like Kardashian. Freeze. Bend down. Touch your toes. Freeze. Bend over. Touch your ground. Freeze. Keep still. Don't move in. Freeze. Spread your wings. Come here, let me search you. Search you. Search you. Hands up. Search you. Search you. Search you. Now to the left. Search you. Search you. Search you. Now to the right. Search you. Search you. Search you. Charlon, you must know I'm not working. Jover morning, no? Chacaron, what caca? You talk to me, I want to jam in my jockey. All I see is the girls down, looking sexy. I just want to whine on the Cory. Calling sex swap, tell them bye, fit jockey. Ataka king. Look, Randy and Bobby. Freeze. Bend down, touch your toes, freeze. Bend over, touch your ground, freeze. Keep still, don't move in, freeze. Let's go in. Spread your wings. Come here, let me search you, search you, search you. Hands up, search you, search you, search you. Now to the left, search you, search you, search you. Now to the right, search you, search you, search you. Big shout out to all the people that are listening to this song and getting familiar.
Ladies and gents, it's me, Bobby Mohawk, here with Randy. We're looking for Officer Chacaron. I have a message. Tell him we said.
Finally we reach on the stage. Let me celebrate, wine after wine. Finally we reach on the stage. Whole venue in a rage, wine after wine. Ready to masquerade, yeah. left, I'm pumping right, I'm pumping left, I'm pumping right, I'm pumping left and right and left and right and left and right and left and right and left and right. So everybody know, finally we reach on the stage. Let me celebrate, wine after wine. Finally we reach on the stage. Hold on you in a rage, wine after wine, ready to masquerade.
That was it for the late night show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, what about the Andrew Dick International Airport? Oh, that's a good ring. No? Yeah, that's a good ring. Bye-bye. Tomorrow.